Colin Gonsalves, the founder of the Human Rights Law Network India, and I am a senior advocate practicing in the Supreme Court. I am doing this video to tell you about hate speech and what every citizen in this country, what you can do when you come across hate speech in the media, when you come across hate speech in public meetings, and when you come across hate speech in films and videos. Hate speech is the only curb on freedom of speech and expression. In India, you have freedom to speak whatever you like. You have freedom to say whatever you like. You have freedom to use social media and criticize the government like anything. And I have just made a video on sedition, which is an attempt to curb freedom of speech and expression by threatening you that a sedition case will be filed against you if anything is found on your computer. If you post a tweet, if you say something on your Facebook post, sedition is a very strong and powerful attempt to curb it, and it is totally illegal, and there's a separate video on this. But today I'm going to speak to you about hate speech. You will see politicians saying things against Muslims. You will see them say the most horrible things against Muslims. I remember a Sadhavi in Goa at a particular meeting of a political party said, all those who eat beef should be hanged. All those who eat beef should be hanged. Then there were offensive statements made by certain politicians that persons who eat cow meat should be thrown out of this country, sent to Pakistan and all that. Offensive statements. Offensive statements against minorities, offensive statements against Dalits. Kill them, hang them, kick them out, beat them, punish them. Question is this permissible under Indian law? Can you punish minorities, Dalits, others, people from the northeast, people who are different from the majority? Can you punish them for how they speak, what they eat, how they dress? Can't be done. Hate speech in the Indian Penal Code basically means any attack by words or by actions which tends to break the secular fabric of India, which tends to separate or cause divisions among people on the basis of religion, which tends to cause division among people on the basis of caste, on the basis of sex, on the basis of origin, where you come from, the state you come from. So hate speech is a punishable offense. It's a non-cognizable offense. FIR must be registered, person has to be arrested. Now, what can you do as an ordinary citizen of India? If you see on television, for example, somebody saying horrible things against minorities, what can you do? Are you helpless? Suppose on social media you find politicians and so on saying very foul things about sections of society. What can you do? Are you helpless? I know that generally people feel very helpless. They may protest slightly, they may get angry, but they don't do anything. What can you do? The answer is very simple. If you're at a rally and somebody is using very foul language against communities, to break them apart, to divide India actually. It's the most anti-national thing. To break India on the basis of religion and caste and so on. Those who say they are very patriotic are in fact sometimes the most unpatriotic and anti-national people. They'll wave the flag, but their actions are determined to break India on the basis of caste and religion. What can you do? Take a video. Or if you're watching television, record a video. Or if you're on social media and see something, record that. And go to your nearest police station with a group of people and tell the police officer to register an offence of hate speech. Bound to do that. Police officer will probably tell you because nobody does this thing. Then no, we cannot do anything. लोगों को बोलने का अधिकार है, आप रोक नहीं सकते हो. Tell me yes, बोलने का अधिकार है, but hate speech is the exception to this rule. And go to the High Court and say, this is what the person said, sir. This is hate speech in our criminal procedure code. Please ask the police to register an FIR against him and arrest him and carry out the investigation. This is what we should do. We should begin the prosecution of persons who engage in hate speech. First step, record. Second step, police station with FIR. Third step, when police don't act, go to the High Court and request the High Court to order the police to register an FIR and arrest. And let me tell you, if people across the country begin to use hate speech litigation, if people across the country, wherever they are, they go to the police station and then go to the High Court. All these great religious leaders, political leaders, some chief minister of a state made some horrible statement, get out of this country. All these persons who seem to be invincible cannot touch me. I'm a chief minister, I'm a sadhvi, I'm a this, I'm a that. I can talk whatever rubbish I want. All these people will begin to tremble because they realize that people know what their legal rights are. And people will take them to court. And people will have cases filed so that they are arrested and put behind bars. This is the way to fight hate speech. Thank you.